Hello everyone, welcome to Nifty Bank Nifty. In this video, we are going to analyze the Nifty Bank chart, the 5 minute chart for the day December 8, 2025. So it's a kind of a good bearish market today, and there are some opportunities also, and there are a lot of learning also in this day. So let's analyze everything. Usually, I use CPR and pivot points and the previous day high and low as my primary indicator. So market traveled in between the three indicators that I used today. So one is CPR, another one is S1, and the third one is previous day low. So you see, market opened above the CPR zone. After that, market traveled inside the CPR only. So here, one thing to note, CPR zone itself act as a single indicator, not like we are having three indicators in the CPR itself. Okay, so CPR consider must as a single line. Okay, so you must take us this entire zone as a single line, not like this as a separate one and the middle one as a separate one and third one as a separate one, because CPR always created based on the market performance from the last working days chart. Okay, so we must consider this entire zone as a single indicator. Okay, so let me get back to the market's opening point. So market opened at 59,672 above the CPR. After the next candle, I mean the second candle of the day, get into the CPR, and the market traveled inside the CPR until 11 a.m. Okay, and CPR zone got broken at 11.5. Okay, here you can see the market got broken the CPR at 11.5. Here, one thing to note, some people get into the trade because it satisfied our condition. So you see, some people may not aware of this thing. So what I followed is, when the important level got broken, I check if that broken candles low or high got suppressed within three candles, means I will get into the trade. Here this is the broken candle and this is that low point, and within two or three candles definitely it must suppresses the broken candles low. Here within the second candle it suppresses that, so it satisfied our condition, but it's not a good trade. Okay, why? Because it's not following a good risk reward ratio. Because in case we get into the trade at 11:15, means we must take the target, I mean we must take the profit and target as this S1, and we must keep the stop loss above the CPR only, because that is kind of a good one. Sometimes I prefer above this middle line of CPR, but mostly what is all about this trade is, not only it should satisfy our condition, but also it should be a good risk reward ratio. So here, even though it satisfied our condition, but it's not a good trade because it's not following good risk reward ratio. Okay, so I avoid this kind of trade. So after that, from 11:05 to almost for 1 hour until 12 p.m., market traveled in sideways. You can see lot of red as well as the green color candle. So bulls try to move the market up and bears try to pull the market down. Okay, and also CPR now act as a good resistance. Here one thing to note, so based on the market movement, I mean, like if it below this important level, means it acts as a good resistance. If it's above the important level, means it acts as a good support. Here at the time it broken the CPR, definitely now CPR to be considered as a good resistance. So market trying to go above, uh, but CPR act as a good resistance here, and also buyers also so powerful at that time, because you can see lot of green as well as the red color candles. Okay, so market went on sideways for an hour, then came down to S1. Okay, Here kind of a very interesting one happened, and also I made a loss. So let me explain that. Like at 12:30 candle, please note this with extra care, because this is what stock market is all about. Here this 12:30 candle broken the important level, that is S1 here, and closes below the uh, S1 only. Okay, here you see this is the candle that broken the S1 and also satisfied my condition, and also it's a good risk reward ratio. Why? Because in case I take the trade, I take the trade here and I put the stop loss above the broken candles high, and I should keep the target as previous day low. Okay, exactly. It went like what I predicted, but only thing that affected me was it triggers the stop loss first and then reach the target. Okay, here you see this is the broken candle. So I entered the trade as soon as the broken candle's low got suppressed at 12:40. Okay, and I set the target as previous day low, and I put the stop loss above the broken candle's high. Here, as soon as I get into the trade, markets went above and hit my stop loss, then again broken the S1 from above to below, then it reaches my target. Here, I made a decent loss, but I'm happy with that, because that's what stock market and day trading is all about. So we must see whether our condition is okay or not, and also check whether it's having a good risk reward ratio. So it satisfied my condition as well as it's having a good risk reward ratio, but I got a loss, then it reaches my target. Okay, it's a kind of a very hard to get a trade like this, because in case it go above the CPR and kind of a bullish means I may have some satisfaction, but as soon as it reaches my stop loss, it again came to my target only. At the beginning I felt like it's kind of a very depressing one for me, but once you are experiencing this kind of risk reward ratio follow up and your conditions meet, it it will be fine. Okay, because stock market is all about taking the profit as well as the losses also. But one thing should be keep in mind, like in case we take the loss means it should be a low, and in case it if we take a profit means it should be very high. Okay, so that's why we are considering this RR ratio also. Okay, so no need to worry, it reaches our stop loss at some time, but I'm so happy with I followed my condition and checked the RR ratio here. Okay, so today I made a loss here, but not kind of a very big one. Yes. Okay, so some people may wait and also take the trade at here also, that's also a good one. But like I'm saying this one, like 115, it again broken this level from above to below, and it suppresses that broken candle's low in the next candle itself, and you can put the stop loss above this line and take the profit here. But I haven't take the trade because of I just made the loss just a moment before this candle. Okay, so I avoid this trade even though it's satisfied, because I made a loss just three candles before only. So I just avoid this trade. But some people I think may had a good profit and take the trade here and exit the trade here in this 130 candle. Okay, then after 130 you can see again my level act as a support here, because you see this is the this black line is the previous day low that I said before. So please note the wicks, number of wicks that found in this backline. I mean the 1, 2 and 3, and again it tried to broke, and again see another wick also at 215. So almost 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, almost 7 candles trying to break a previous day low from above to below, but it acts as a good support. You see there are 3 long wicks and also 7 candles get into involved in this previous day low. So it act as a very good support for this day, and again market jump back to S1 and also faces the resistance at S1. Then again market came down to previous day low. Okay, so like I said before, one level act as a support as well as the resistance. Okay, so you see, I want to give more clarity on this. You see, at 12:30, if the market is above this S1, means you may consider this S1 as a good support. Okay, but the same level act as a resistance at 3 p.m. You see, market jumped again back to upwards. Okay, and it act as a good uh, resistance. Then again market fall down to previous day low. So here this S1 act as a support at the time market is above this S1. So same level acts as a good resistance at the time market is below that level. Okay, so please note this point. One level may act as a support as well as the resistance. Okay, I think so many people got some good learnings in this video. So thank you guys. We will meet in another video. Have a nice day. Thank you.